In ancient Crete, a land at peace was ruled by the proud king Minos and his queen, Queen Pasiphae. Minos, driven by boundless ambition, sought to establish his dominion over what is now the Aegean Sea. Day after day he prayed to Poseidon, the god of the sea, to send him a magnificent bull that he promised to sacrifice in the god's honor. From the depths of the ocean, Poseidon granted his wish. He sent a bull of such dazzling magnificence that it seemed a gift from the gods themselves. This bull was due to be sacrificed as a testament to King Minos's devotion, but the king, enchanted by its splendor, could not bring himself to kill it. In an act of hubris, he offered a lesser beast in its place, thus inviting the wrath of the gods upon his house. Poseidon's vengeance was swift and cruel. He cursed Queen Pasiphae with an insatiable desire for the sacred bull. Overcome by this unnatural passion, Pasiphae turned to Daedalus, the master craftsman. Daedalus constructed for her a hollow wooden cow in which the queen could conceal herself, succumbing to the god's curse. From this unholy union, a creature of nightmare was born, the Minotaur, a monster with the body of a man and the head of a bull, a living symbol of divine retribution. To contain this abomination, King Minos ordered Daedalus to create a vast labyrinth under the palace of Knossos, a labyrinth so intricate and vast that none who entered could ever hope to escape its serpentine paths. Daedalus fulfilled the order and completed the huge underground maze the following year. Years passed, and the shadow of Crete's power extended over Athens, a neighboring city-state forced into submission by Crete's might. After a failed rebellion, Athens' punishment was set at a harrowing price. Every 9 years, 7 of its bravest youths and 7 of its fairest maidens were sent to Crete, destined to be devoured by the Minotaur. This cruel demand cast a pall of sorrow and fear over the city. Its people lived in constant dread. In the palace of Athens, King Aegeus ruled, his spirit weighed down by this unending nightmare. Many years ago, he had sent his young son Theseus to be raised in secret far from the city's turmoil, unaware of his royal lineage. When Theseus came of age, his mother revealed his heritage and sent him to Athens to claim his birthright. Upon his arrival in Athens, Theseus was welcomed warmly by King Aegeus, who recognized him with joy and pride. Yet their reunion was overshadowed by the grim preparations for the next tribute to Crete. Theseus became determined to help his father. He declared that he would join the doomed youths and, whilst in the labyrinth, slay the Minotaur, thus breaking the cycle of terror. Despite the king's fears and pleas, Theseus remained steadfast. As he prepared for his departure, Aegeus gave him one final instruction. If you return victorious, change the sails of your ship from black to white, so that I may know of your success. As the ship sailed towards Crete, Theseus considered his plan. He knew that brute strength alone would not be enough to vanquish the Minotaur. He needed not only to defeat the beast, but also to navigate the labyrinth's treacherous corridors. Upon their arrival, the Athenian tributes were paraded before King Minos and his daughter, the beautiful and cunning Ariadne. Struck by Theseus's valor and noble bearing, Ariadne's heart was moved. She resolved to help him, in defiance of her father. She sought the aid of Daedalus. Burdened by guilt for his role in creating the labyrinth and the Minotaur, Daedalus agreed to assist her. He provided Theseus with a ball of golden thread, instructing him to tie one end at the labyrinth's entrance and unravel it as he ventured into its depths. This simple thread would be his lifeline, guiding him back to safety after the battle. As darkness fell, Theseus and the other tributes were led to the labyrinth's gaping maw. As he entered, Theseus tied the thread to a tree and stepped into the abyss. The labyrinth was a nightmarish maze of twisting shadows and dead ends, designed to confound even the most determined soul. Theseus moved forward with caution, the thread his only connection to the outside world. Hours passed in tense, silent exploration. The silence was only broken by the sound of Theseus's breath, and occasionally punctuated by the distant, menacing roars of the beast. Finally, Theseus entered a cavernous chamber in the heart of the labyrinth. There, the monster awaited, its eyes burning with rage. The Minotaur, sensing its prey, charged with a fury that shook the very ground. Theseus dived to the side. Time and again he danced around the Minotaur's brutal attacks, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Once again the Minotaur lunged. This time, however, he sidestepped and drove his sword deep into the creature's side. The beast roared in agony before collapsing into the dust. Victorious but weary, Theseus retraced his steps, following the golden thread back through the labyrinth's dark passages. Emerging into the light, he was greeted by the relieved and joyous faces of the other tributes. There, Ariadne also waited for him, and they embraced. Together, they fled to the shore where their ship awaited, ready to return to Athens and freedom. As the ship approached Athens, Theseus and Ariadne enjoyed their newfound love, oblivious to the black sails fluttering above them. King Aegeus, looking out from a cliff, saw the black sails and believed his son was dead. Overcome with grief, he threw himself into the sea, which henceforth would bear his name as the Aegean Sea. Theseus returned to Athens a hero, but his heart was heavy with the loss of his father. Despite his sorrow, he ascended to the throne, ruling for the rest of his days with wisdom and justice. There ends the tale of Theseus and the Minotaur. Like this video for Poseidon's blessing. Subscribe for more tales of myth and legend.